they denied our request, so those videos are going to be remained as made for kids. So Ransom had to leave the channel. He is no longer on our YouTube channel from this point forward. I'm sorry for the bad news. I know a lot of you are going to be really upset.
Back to the channel, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Walker Farm Fam. Thanks for stopping by and joining us on the farm. Today's project, we are back on the bus. We have materials, we have something to work with, and Ransom loves to say welcome back to the channel, especially from his bike. He's been practicing because we're about a month away and Ransom's officially going to start his BMX journey, and he is just so excited about BMX, aren't you, bud? Can't wait? Well, guess what?
What?
It's a good thing that you're not doing BMX right this minute. You know why?
Why?
This week, the heat index forecasted is like 113 degrees.
My cousin is supposed to have practice today.
Really? Well, today's not bad. It's around 90 or 95 degrees, but we are about ready to get really hot in Oklahoma. So we're trying to get the work done on the bus while it's hot and while it's not enjoyable to camp. That way, once the weather cools down and breaks, then we'll be ready to take the camper to the lake. Does that sound good? This fall? When it's about 60 degrees or 70 degrees and the fish are biting. That's what we're looking forward to. But here's a public service announcement. Change your air filters. I just got my dirty, there's the dirty side. There's the, I guess you would call that the clean side, or the air intake side that was really dirty. Air conditioners are going to be working overtime in the next week or two, so make sure and wash off your coils, make sure and change your air filters so your air conditioner will work as efficiently as possible. Right, Ransom?
Sure.
All right, so I've got Rangers coming out in a minute. Ransom's already out here. I need all the help I can get because we got our vinyl in, and it's a big, heavy roll of vinyl. I think 27 foot long as our bus, and 14 foot wide. I'm gonna get the boys to help me bring it over to the carport area. That's where I'm gonna cut it at. I think I'm gonna cut it over there because I'll be out of the sun. I could do it right here, but I think I'm gonna do it over there because it's gonna be hot once that sun comes out. It's too wide to put all the way in the bus. So I did get in there though before Ransom got outside and do a tiny bit of work. I'll show you that right now. So I am out in the bus to clear the way for the flooring to go down, and you guys can see I did foam, expanding foam all the way around here. There was a little area that I wanted to fill in, and then later on we'll insulate around the fender wells. But you can see that foam makes a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. It's to be expected, and I'm gonna work on that and get it cleared off real quick. So if you guys see my old knee brace right here, everything's okay. I'm not injured completely. I just tweaked my knee, tripped over a toy in the house. Imagine that. Oh, okay. That's gonna be horrible. This is like nails on a chalkboard to me, this foam. So I'm not gonna make you suffer through it. So I wanna get this cleared up. So those are all cleaned up. Got all the extra foam in the trash can, and foam being cut is one of those things, star foam, anything touching it, it just drives my ears crazy. I don't know if it does you too, but if it does, I'm sorry, but I spared you most of it. All right, Ranger came out to help, and he stayed the night last night. How late did you stay up last night? 3 a.m. He stayed up with his buddy at his friend buddy's house till 3 a.m. I couldn't even be awake right now if I stayed up till 3 a.m. So I want to pick it up and try to get about halfway back, and then Ranger's gonna get the back. All right, you ready? You good? All right, it's heavier than it looks. So I got the carport all cleaned off. That way if there's any rocks down, it doesn't try to make any holes in the vinyl, which this vinyl is much thicker than that old linoleum style stuff, so it should be fine. And then the next step, a good sharp blade. So I've got a package of brand new blades. Keep the blade sharp, so I'm gonna roll this out and try to get it cut for the exact size for the bus. All right, here's our first look at an actual big sheet of the vinyl. And if you guys don't like it, let's go talk to this gal over here.
I'm the foreman, so I'm sitting and watching.
And you're also watching children.
Yes.
But
I'm sweating because I'm chasing children.
You like it now that it's rolled out in a full sheet?
Yeah, so I think we said when we were there that there was one that I liked better that had like some patterns and different colors of woods and stuff. But then when I was thinking, like, you're not going to see very much of it. And it was a little more expensive, which wasn't a big deal. But I didn't want to get it down, and then when we put stuff on it, the patterns look weird because you can't hardly see it. So we went with just one color, and I still really like it. So I'm excited for it.
All right, so now we just need to get it cut to length, which is going to take a little bit because measure 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Measure 10.
Cut once. And that's going to take a little bit, but we'll get it, hopefully get this vinyl in today. So we were hard at work on the vinyl when we got a notification from YouTube. Apparently, YouTube doesn't like having the little ones on the video, or maybe don't like them introducing it, or maybe they just got new software that don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of, they're trying to regulate things happening on YouTube for kids that isn't appropriate. But our kids have been on it for 4 years and it's been fine, but all of a sudden they're turning some of our videos to Made for Kids, which means it'll be streamed on the Made for Kids app, which isn't the end of the world, but comments are taken off and there's a lot more restrictions and things that that affect you guys and us. So
yeah, so we wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you see our last video, comments are off. It's not our choice.
They might be back on by now.
They could be, but probably not. YouTube overrode our not made for kids setting, and they overrode that and put it to the opposite. So,
yeah, so some people get confused, and I see people sometimes click their videos made for kids because they think, well, this is family safe content, it's made for kids. But what that means is it goes on the Made for Kids app, and usually not the regular one, I think. Maybe both.
It goes on both.
It goes on both. But comments are taken off and different stuff like that. So, anyway, they're trying to protect kids, but it is a robot that's doing it. So now a human is supposed to look at it so that our kids can be on it and you guys can comment and all that.
Yeah, and
marking not made for kids doesn't mean it's a bad video. It just means that everyone can watch it.
Yeah, in our opinion, it's not made for kids because in this video that I'm talking about, our last video, we discussed our Tom Turkey dying because he was attacked by something.
Not that that's funny, but I'm laughing because that was the video and they're saying it should be changed.
Also, we forgot, or I missed it, the edit in the background, but a lot of you guys pointed out that one of our donkeys is breeding one of our other donkeys in the said video, which we don't think is something that's made for kids.
And we didn't realize it was
and we didn't realize it was there, but we know that the majority of our audience is adults, and they know farm life. One of our sayings is it's farm life, people.
It's farm life, people.
Yeah, it's farm life, people. YouTube, it's farm life. Come on. So anyway, if you see a little bit of difference on the channel, well, we're not stressing out about it, but just know that we told our case to YouTube. Most likely it will get changed back after an actual human watches it. But stay tuned. But yeah, sorry if you wanted to comment and you couldn't. My bad. So a quick update. We have this extra, and this is the length of the bus. So when we get finished, we're going to have a roll 27, 30 foot long, almost 30 foot long, that about 4 to 5 foot wide. It's just extra, so we'll put it up in case we need it. Uh-oh, Cassie said new chicken coop. Cassie says a new chicken coop, but I can't put the camera over there because the little bear will be on it. But anyway, that is where I'm at right now, so I'm gonna keep measuring and keep cutting. I took a minute, but it kind of starts to look like a bus whenever you get back here. and you have the fender wells cut out. So I'm gonna roll it up and go ahead and take it in the bus. I didn't cut the back piece yet. I'm gonna go ahead and let that stay because it's kind of rounded back there, and I want to get in there and kind of cut it long and get it to fit just precise. So we're gonna go ahead and get this in the bus and roll it out. Let's see what it looks like. So it's time for the moment of truth. I have the roll of vinyl all cut almost to length. I left it maybe like 1/8 long just to make sure I can trim it as I need to, but I didn't want to cut it too small. You can always cut it smaller, but you can never add to it without buying a $350 sheet of vinyl. So we have it like it needs to go. So let me set you guys up. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that looks pretty nice. All right. Man, I'll have to say that does look pretty sharp. I like the color. The pattern is small enough that in a small space like this, it makes it feel a little bit bigger. Cassie, when I cut the vinyl, couldn't believe how small it looked, but I told her it's a bus. It's not super wide, and about around 90 inches and a quarter is what it is, length it is, or width. So, all right, let's go over. Oh, that might be a problem. I have to go over our fender wells for a second. Let's roll over our fender wells and then get back under our fender wells. Come on. Without ripping the vinyl. Well, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. I've got a little crease over here. I'll try to pull that out later. I might have to do some trimming around the fender wells. I tried to cut it pretty tight, but we're going to be framing around these anyway. And one concern, and I've already kind of thought it through, is that if we frame on top of this vinyl, the frame wood moving back and forth, the pressure might cause it to rip and make further rips. So anytime we frame, we're gonna cut right against the edge so the vinyl will be loose of the framing. So if we put in some wood here, then we'll just cut right against the wood. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my brain. So I'm gonna have Cassie come out and check it out and see what she thinks. You hear that air conditioner running, Cassie?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot the next week, so I made sure to change the filters. But you ready for your reveal?
Yep.
All right, so
Ooh, I can already see it.
This is Cassie's official reveal of her floor.
That's so good, babe.
You like it?
I like it a lot. Could you be any better with your cuts?
Yeah, I could be. It's a little bit tight in spots, but
I can. It looks good.
I can trim it a hair. Like over here.
But I mean, like the front looks great, and then
over here it's a hair bowed out.
Well, that's better than a big mess up.
I can run down that with the line.
Oh, but your cuts look great.
But anyway, and then once I trim the ends, I can pull it even tighter. I pulled there was a little wrinkle right here. So anyway, I think it looks good. The pattern, this pattern is like a little smaller than the other one that you were looking at too, which makes it feel bigger in here.
That's what, when you had it out there on the carport, I was like, you're sure it's only that wide? And then I was standing there and I was like, I can't reach side to side, but I guess I kind of can. But it looks so much bigger. Which that's what happens when you build houses. I told Gary that our master bedroom was way too small. Until they finally had it all closed in, and then I was like, wow, it's way too big.
Our master bedroom is 16 foot by 20 foot. Now, and part of that 20 is taken in with a little cutout for a seating area, but Cassie wanted me to add on to our house after the concrete was poured. She was like, we're gonna have to add on. We're gonna have to pour some more concrete. I was like, no, I know it was big enough. So
our friends over at Eddie Family Farm and Life on the Eddie Family Farm are building right now, and I see comments of, you know, that's not right, or that's too big, or that's not going to work. And I'm like, just give it time, people. Because our bedroom went from, how are we even going to fit in this, to, okay, it's kind of too big.
Yeah, just wait on it. But this is plenty big for what our intentions are.
Yes, just when it was out there, I was like, there's no way the seats we got are going to fit if that's what size it is, which I know what size it is. It's just funny how things change.
Yeah, things change as they go. So it's hot, and
so when are you putting the seats in?
The next step, the furniture. We'll do that on the next Walker Farm Fan video.
Have you talked to them about that?
No, we haven't told them. It's going to be a surprise. Okay.
I think we told the OGs over at Catching Up with the Walkers, maybe.
Yeah, we've mentioned little odds and end pieces.
If you're not following Catching Up with the Walkers, that's where we reveal all the big secrets. So you better go check that out.
But I think it looks good. I'm happy with the color and the pattern and everything. So Cassie did a good job picking it. But she also picked a movie out for us to watch tonight. What movie are we going to go see?
So if you guys are paying attention to the movies that come out at all, you know that Oklahoma has a big movie right now called Twisters. And Ranger actually went and watched it with some friends last night. He beat us.
Yeah.
But Gary and I are going to go watch it today. Mazzy really wants to watch it, but Gary and I are going to go watch and make sure that she can watch it and then still sleep through storms, because our kids sleep through storms. They're not scared of storms. I mean, to a degree. Like, if it got a little hairy outside, they probably would be, but
having a safe room also helps. I can ensure them that we can go in there and be safe from tornadoes.
Ransom's like, I want to watch it, and obviously he's not. But Mazzy really wants to watch it, and she's kind of at the age where she can watch some older movies, like for older audiences, but then we still really cut down on, is it really appropriate? Is it okay for you? Or are you going to not want to sleep at night?
Yeah.
So we're going to go check it out today and have a little date day.
Yeah, little date night. So we have sitters for all the kids and going different places.
When you get 4, you try to like
disperse,
spread them out, so not one person's like, oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna finally get a little date night though. So that's gonna be it on the bus for today. But I'm gonna go do the chores, and then maybe, just maybe, at the end of the movie, Cassie and I will give you a thumbs up or thumbs down, a recommendation. A quick movie review. A 2-minute movie review.
I've talked to several people that's watched it. 0 complaints. Everyone says it's amazing.
All right. So we're going to go give you our opinion.
Some people, the Oklahomans, say it's not realistic on a few things.
That's what I'm worried about. So this will be a movie review from real Okies that have seen lots of tornadoes go in every direction.
My Okie did tell me that they counted 6 or 8 people sucked up in that tornado, and they said that is not accurate because us Okies know when to go inside and quit watching.
Yeah, whenever the trampoline takes flight, it's time to get inside. Yep. We're not going to fly away with the trampoline, so
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Maybe we'll eat somewhere or get a snack. We got to see how much we can squeeze.
Of course,
into this time slot
we'll see what happens. Well, I've got my big hat on to do chores, and we have some bad news. I told you guys about our problems with YouTube. Well, they denied our request, so those videos are going to be remained as made for kids. So Ransom had to leave the channel. He is no longer on our YouTube channel from this point forward. I'm sorry for the bad news. I know a lot of you are going to be really upset, but I do have good news. Since Ransom left, we have a bedroom available in our house, and we went ahead and opened it up to a new person, somebody that came. It's a 28-year-old man. Now this is a little guy. I think they like to be called little people, but he's 28 years old. He's from the Netherlands, and I want to introduce you guys to the newest member at Walker Farm. His name is Handsome. Hey, Handsome. You came all the way from the Netherlands?
Yeah.
How was your trip over?
Good.
Good. All right. Well, Handsome's going to be right here on the farm. He's really going to make a hand. I have a feeling I'm going to teach him today how to do the chores. So maybe whenever Cassie and I get to go on another date one day, and if Handsome sticks around long enough, he can take care of the chores all by himself. Now remember, Handsome's 28 years old. Do you have a driver's license?
I'm still working on that.
Oh, okay. Well, in the Netherlands, you might not have to have a driver's license. That's where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's from the Netherlands. So They don't have to have driver's license there apparently, but we'll make sure that he knows how to drive before we actually let him drive on his own. But right now, we got to do the chores, Handsome and I. So I don't know what Handsome's thinking. He's over there jumping his bike, but honestly, people, there's so much wrong in this world, so much junk that goes on, and a lot of it goes on YouTube, that what in the world, can they not just leave families alone that are trying to have fun and share their lives out here? You know, but that's the way it goes. Whenever you upload something to somebody's platform, you play by their rules. When they make up rules or they change rules, then you just have to go along with it. So Xena, come on baby. So today I'm doing chores a little bit early. I'm a couple hours early, but that's okay. The main thing I want to do is just make sure they have fresh water for the heat when the heat comes around in the middle of the day. I like to have nice, fresh, cold water for them to enjoy. So here come the sheep. There's Benjamin. Hey guys. There's Rowdy, the lone goat. Look, look at Benjamin's tail. Whenever he starts eating, his tail goes wild. So the ducks will live food. I'm coming, girls. Don't worry. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. Let me get you guys set up with a little bit of grain. Just a little bit. Spread it out. So Reba has seemed to be just fine after Toby Keith left. We were kind of worried about some kind of sickness, but after seeing the feathers from the struggle in there, we think Toby either got rammed by a goat or the sheep got him or something. They get pretty rough in there, especially whenever they're around food and different things. Hopefully Xena didn't do anything, but also that turkey was hanging around those chickens a lot, and sometimes Xena tries to protect those chickens that are next door. So who knows what happened. It's farm life. Things happen. The alpacas need to be fed. Honey has been awfully in a spitty mood lately, which means I hold the bucket in front of my face when I feed her in hopes that I don't get hit. But I throw out food in several different places for the birds because the turkeys and sometimes the other turkey will run that turkey off, and then the ducks will sometimes run the turkeys off. So I try to spread it around to the point that everybody gets some food. So this heat makes it hard on everybody. My camera even wasn't working right just for a minute. But right there, I had them together. The new rooster that we're going to keep is Joseph with his coat of many colors. And then the other rooster, William, he's going to be leaving. So if anybody local needs a rooster, message us. There's a chance you could get William all to yourself. But we are going to head back to the house. All the chickens are doing good. But I'm going to go back to the house and get ready to go on our date night. So I'm so excited. Now that we have Little Bear, our date nights have been fewer and far between just because it's a little bit harder to manage that aspect of getting a babysitter. Again, for 4 kids, but also one of them being a little guy like that. So I want to head back to the house, and so since Handsome is new to our country, I want to make sure that he is familiar with what makes our country so great. And that is, we have freedom, Handsome. We have the right to bear arms, and this is one of our favorites. This is the U.S. Survival by Henry. So this is a cool little freedom stick that you're able to take out. It all fits in this little container right here.
Right here?
And it's waterproof. So everything just fits right here in this little cover. So you can pull it all out and assemble it. So let me show you fully assembled. So all it is 2 little things that you have to spin on. Handsome's finishing this up, right? Ransom's having fun with this, by the way. All right, so it's all together, and it has the cover back on it. It has 2 clips in here, and this is a .22, and again, this is the Henry Survivor. Cassie got it a while back, but it is really an awesome little freedom stick that has a bright neon on the sight, and the peephole is set up to be versatile. You can really see it in low light and stuff. So this is pretty cool. You like it, Ransom? I mean, you like it, Handsome?
Yeah.
We made it. Here it is, now showing.
I already smelled the popcorn.
Apparently,
There's 4
Cassie
pictures.
said that's a popular movie.
I mean, they were showing it like 87 times today.
But this is what we're here for. Twisters. Almost like Twister with an S.
They worked hard on the name.
Hey, we're thinking of a duplicate movie. Let's add an S, and I think it'll work. We'll see. Let you guys know what we think. So we just made it out of Twisters, and as Okies, we were, of course, impressed with Twisters, right, Cassie?
It was good.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna be against popular opinion, but it wasn't amazing, but it was good.
Was it as good as the original movie?
I can't remember it. We need to watch it again.
Wait, and I said this about movies earlier to a friend. Like, whenever you were younger, it seems like the movies were better. I don't know if it's just because they didn't have to be as realistic or what, but it was good. It was a good.
It was good.
There
You should
were
go see it.
at least 6 people that blew away right into thin air, like just straight up into the sky, and I don't think that's realistic for Oklahoma and Okies, because we know when a storm's coming, at least to get under or get inside a bathtub and cover yourself with pillows or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was good though. I would recommend it if you're looking for something that is entertaining. So there you go. There's our movie review. So we made it home, and look who came up here to say hi. Mr. Jingles. He purrs like a V8 engine. But Cassie and I had a great time tonight on our date night. It's always a good night when we get to spend time together, even if the movie's not great, which it was okay tonight. So we're very thankful for that. And like I said earlier, we are not going to be able to comment on our last video. So if you don't see comments on there, that's why. And, you know, I don't really know what we did different on this last video than any other. That's kind of baffles my mind. But there are some things we can do in the future that hopefully prevent that. You may have caught it today, what we did. Maybe not. I don't know. But as always, we want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to spend with us. I'm going to get inside. Cassie's getting a little bear to bed. I want to get inside and start editing this video for you guys for tomorrow. So we hope you have a great day, and God bless.